Hey guys, it's Aislinn, and in today's video, we're going to be removing my extensions and moving them up and just getting fresh ones in my hair. It's been quite a while, I want to say over a month, since I've had these extensions in, and they have grown out quite a bit. As you can see, my hair color is fading, and what I've noticed with dyeing my hair with the extensions in is that my extensions hold on to color a lot better than my actual hair does. Because my hair is more porous and more damaged, the color falls out of my hair a lot easier. You can see if I move this back and I show you where the extension is right here, it's still super pink and vibrant because this hair is pretty healthy, so it holds the color better than my hair. So if you look at them compared to each other, you can obviously see this is pretty bright still and this is like back to blonde. So it's time for me to move up my extensions. I don't have to film any videos of me dyeing my hair or anything for a few weeks. So I want to take these out, let my hair chill for a few weeks, and then I'm going to have to bleach my roots and put in new extensions. So I'm going to go the next few weeks without extensions, just wash my hair normally and just enjoy not having like tape-ins in my hair. They don't bother me that much, but it's going to be nice to be able to like scratch my head or like shampoo really nicely. So we're going to take out these extensions today, and I'm going to go free and natural for a couple weeks until I put new ones in. This video is going to be a whole combination though. I'm not just going to like do a video removing them and doing a video putting them in. I will put all of it into one video together. Today is just removing these ones. Let's start. I've never done this before. I do not know what I'm doing, but we're gonna try. I also don't know if I'm gonna be able to reuse these extensions or not. I don't think I'm going to, because when I put these in, they were the length of my hair. I cut them to match my hair. So as you can see, they've grown out about an inch. If I were to try and reuse these, they would be put back up here, which shortens the length in the bottom about an inch. So they will be shorter than what my hair is now, which is fine. I have a lot of extra extensions, so I can just put in new ones and recut them. If I were to reuse these, I would also have to put them in the exact same spot where they are now. If I move this up here, it's going to be shorter. If I move it down here, it's going to be longer. So I would have to get this positioning pretty much exact. I bought this off of Amazon. It had really good reviews. I'll leave a link to these removers in the description down below. I also got new extension tape to reapply on these if I wanted to reuse the hair. So I'll leave a link to like all my extension tools that I use in the description down below. I'll also leave the link to the hair that I'm using. There's a lot of different hair extension removers on Amazon. This one just had like the best reviews, and also it was like the best value for how much product you get. I think it was like 20 something bucks, and you get two different types. This is by Big Kizzy, and it is the Release and Reuse Remover Step 1. Temporarily neutralizes the stickiness of the extension tapes, works on most extension types. So there's Step 1, and here is Remover 2. Tape and Residue Remover, removes extension tape and normal wear residue. So I guess we're gonna try both of them. They both have a spray bottle at the top. There is this little pamphlet in here which tells you about the products, about extension care, about other things they offer for your extensions. And on the back, it tells you like if you're having problems with your extensions, troubleshooting methods you can do to try and fix them. So honestly, I'm just gonna go for it. We're gonna be doing this together. Okay, so we have this one right here. I guess I'm just gonna shake this and spray it up at the top and try and unsandwich them. Ooh, it has a very strong alcohol smell and feel to it. So I think I'm just gonna spray that first and then go in with the second step and spray it on top. This one feels oily to me. I'm gonna take this comb. Maybe I'll try to use my fingernails first. This is when you can easily cause damage to your hair. You can accidentally rip your hair out. Okay, so I have this pried open with my fingernails. I'm gonna spray some more in there. I'm just peeling it back with my hands. Okay, it's working. It's working. I've gotten this like pulled down a little bit, so I'm just trying to work. Okay, I got my finger in there. We're good. So once I have my finger in there, it should come apart pretty easily. I'm just like going to work that liquid around. Oh yes, it's working. I can feel it. It's stuck a little bit right here. Okay, yay. Okay, so there's one. Oh, this one's easy to remove. Ooh, yes. There's a second one. I'm gonna take a comb where these are really close together. I'm gonna spray the first step and the second step. Take the comb. Ooh, that sounded horrible. And just comb out any of that residue that's on there. Cool. There we go, there's one. And as you can see, some of my hair did come out. Okay, so here is how much hair has come out. Honestly, not that much. This was basically trapped in between the two sandwiches. So as your hair naturally like sheds, this obviously can't shed because it's stuck in the tape. So that's about how much hair that would have fallen out if I didn't have my extensions. All right, let's do this next one. Honestly, this was my first time having an experience with any type of permanent extensions that you leave in your hair. And honestly, it was a pretty good experience. I am now considering getting sew-in extensions. They have like beads, and then you sew in the wefts like in with the beads. So I'm probably gonna get that, and when I do, I will make sure to film it for you guys, and I also want it to be longer. Like I want my hair to be longer if I get those. I find it easier if I just use my finger and I just go in with my nail and kind of like run it along the edge and pry it open with my finger. And once I have that edge lifted a little bit more, then I go in with the spray and just spray it in there even more. And once you have it opened a little bit, and the spray gets where the tape is, look at this. It comes apart so easily. For this one, I didn't even use the first method. I used the second bottle, and it seemed to work really good. I'm just like rubbing the oil in as I go, so that way my hair doesn't like get ripped off of here. Yay, here's another one. Oh, look at that. That just slid right out. Oh, that one just slid right out. Ooh. There's a lot of hair that got stuck on this one. Oh, that's my hair. Ooh. Ooh. And I haven't even combed it out yet. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so here you can see the two sides, what it looks like before extensions and after. So this is just my natural hair without the extensions in. You can see how thin it is, and then here is the side with the extensions. It adds so much thickness just to this bottom area. All right, let's move on to this back one. What I was saying is I did have a good experience with these extensions. The quality of the hair is honestly amazing. I've been like swimming with them in, and I've been dyeing my hair a lot with them, and I've had no problems with them like slipping out, falling out, nothing like that. They've stayed in my hair really, really well. For some reason, I find going in with just the second step is working better for me. I am not sure why. Just saturate really good and try and rub that in. Aha, I'm getting it. Oh yeah, I'm getting that. I can definitely feel me ripping out my hair. Oh shit, we almost there, bruh. We got it. I'm pretty sure other methods wouldn't damage your hair as much. Honestly, I'm not even like losing that much hair, but like sew-ins don't damage your hair as much as tape-ins would. Also, as I'm using these two steps, step 1 and 2, I'm noticing how to work them and kind of getting the rhythm down. So what I've learned so far is step 1 is like alcohol based, step 2 is like oil based. I'm just going in with step 2 at first and spraying this at the root area where the tape is and opening it up. And once you get the tape opened a little bit and you spray some of this oil in there, it starts to just peel apart very easily. Then once you get the extensions out of your hair, spraying step 1, which is the alcohol, will remove that stickiness, and then you can comb it out. So I do step 2 until the extension's out, and then once it's out, I'll go in with step 1, spray it on there, and then comb out all that sticky residue. The oil helps to like remove the sticky tape and kind of just like releases your hair. I'm telling you guys, once you get this opened, it's so easy to get it out. It feels almost like slimy. I'm excited to try like sew-in extensions. Boop. So once you get the top layer on there, the bottom layer just like slides out so easily. This one down here is really grown out. If you guys have any experience with extensions, let me know. What is your favorite kind of extension? Like that's leave-in. Obviously I've been wearing like clip-in extensions since I was in high school, but I want to resort to something that's more permanent, like tape-ins, keratin tips, bead-ins, sew-ins. Like, you know, I want to experiment with more leave-in extensions until my hair gets back to being full. It'll probably take like about 6 months for my hair to grow out a little bit more and recover from me going half black and trying to remove that. So I will be wearing some form of extensions until then, especially because I do so many hair dyeing videos. It looks better if I have thicker hair and the color always comes out better. So I'll still be wearing some form of extensions for a while. And I have way more damage on this side of my head than this side. Obviously, once you initially damage your hair, you don't see as much of the breakage, but throughout the next like month to 2 months, you'll start seeing more breakage throughout your hair because it still is being damaged, you know, like you've done the damage, and every time you wet it or brush it or anything, more hair is going to come out. So I am starting to find like some smaller pieces like this, you know, little chunks of smaller pieces where from here down has been bleached so many times my hair was like, we're done. I've had stuff like this before. I've had hair even shorter than that, so this really isn't a big deal, but this should be grown out to like here in 6 months, and my hair will start to regain that fullness on its own. I think one thing I've learned is to take a little bit more hair in between the sandwiches next time. I took a very thin slice of hair in between here. I think I might take a little bit more. As you can see, there's like not very much hair up here, and I think that makes the extensions stick really good together, but then they're harder to remove. I wanted to make sure they stuck really good though, because I do swim so much and my hair is so wet. The only thing that I have to complain about my experience with tape and extensions, they are kind of like bulky, I guess. The top of this is all tape, so they're easy to see. They stand out a little bit more than like a sew-in or like some small beads throughout your hair. So I don't like that aspect of them. I would prefer it if it was like broken up a little bit more. I do know that they have tape and extensions that are like Invisa tapes, so the hair goes all the way up here, so you don't have this big bulky line of tape at the top. So I would be interested in trying those in the future. I think I'm gonna use up the rest of my extensions that I bought off of Amazon first, and then I'll get a sew-in. My mom has a sew-in. She just got one a couple months ago and she loves it. She's had no problem. She said it's comfortable. So yeah, I'll probably try that. And since it was my first time getting like permanent extensions, I really wanted to, you know, try it on my own. That way if I didn't like it, I could easily remove them. I have 2 little pieces in the back here. Last ones. All of the extensions are now out of my hair, and I'm a little nervous to see what it looks like without them. Here's what it looks like. It doesn't look bad. Obviously my hair is still a little bit wet from the shower, and now it's kind of greasy too on the spots where I removed the extensions. But yeah, you can see my hair is still pretty full, like in this area. It's just my ends that are not as full. Let me turn around and show you what my hair looks like from the back so you can see. Ooh, it feels so much thinner without those extensions. I'm not used to it. Doesn't look that different. They just help to add a little bit of fullness. So now I'm gonna chill for the next few weeks and fade out this color and just wash it and stuff. And I'm gonna bleach my roots and tone it and everything. And then I'll be back to finish off this video when I'm ready to put new extensions in. I do wanna show you guys how you would put new tape on your extensions. Basically, once you take your extensions out, you're gonna wanna remove the tape that's at the top of this, so you can see it's still pretty sticky right now. So basically you just take a comb or something, and then you can get all of this sticky tape off here. Let me show you up close what it looks like. So at the top of this, there's still sticky tape residue on here. So you're gonna wanna peel all of this tape off before you put the new tape on. So you're gonna wanna get something that can scrape off all the rest of this sticky residue. So I was just using my fingernail just now, and you can see this sticky little ball on my finger that just came off. So basically there's gonna be a lot of sticky residue on here that you're gonna need to scrape off. Once you have the sticky residue off of there, then you're gonna wanna wash the extensions, color them if you need to, let them air dry, and then you would go in with the new tape. This is the tape I got off of Amazon. They come in these little strips. So basically you're gonna peel off one side and then attach it to the top of this weft. So you're gonna do that with every individual weft. Peel off the old tape, put the new sticky tape on, and then you're ready to reapply them in your hair. The reason I'm probably not gonna be able to reuse these extensions, even though the hair is still really good, like this hair is actually such good quality and it wasn't very expensive, but the reason I'm not gonna be able to reuse this is because I cut these extensions to match the length of my hair. So when I go to reapply them, my hair has now grown since initially applying them, and again I would have to try and get them in the exact same spot they were in before, which is going to be like almost near impossible to try and get them in the same spots they were before. Again, they need to be like here. If I apply it up here, they're going to be shorter than my hair. If I apply it down here, they're going to be longer. Most of the time when people get extensions, they get them to add length to their hair, so they're able to have that same hair and reuse it for the whole entire year until you need to purchase new hair. When I get sew-ins, I'm going to add length to it. That way I'm able to reuse the hair every time and just get the hair moved up. It makes the process way cheaper and way easier if you do add length as well as volume to your hair. So when I get my sew-in, I'll definitely do that. If I didn't do that, I would have to either continuously cut my hair to keep it the same length, or I would have to buy new hair every time I get my hair moved up. So that's the plan. I will see you guys at some point when I'm ready to put in new hair. My hair color will be different. My roots will be bleached and toned, and I'll have makeup on and I'll be looking like a bad bitch again. So thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll see you guys to finish off this video sometime in the next couple weeks. Thank you, goodbye. I'm back. Roots freshly bleached, toned. We got a beautiful white canvas here, and it's time to install the new extensions. Let's go ahead and get this process underway. I'm very excited to have thicker, fuller hair again. You can see my hair is all over the place with these ends. Placement. Let's think about how we want to do the placement here. I'm just gonna section off the top horseshoe area because we all know I love to wear my hair up most of the time. I'm not gonna apply them at a diagonal this time. I'm gonna go straight across. I didn't wind up wearing my hair up as much as I thought I would, and it's just easier if I apply them straight across. I'm not doing the exact same positioning as I had done previously. I'm gonna do one right here behind my ear. There we go. I don't think I put one here last time, and this area right here adds a lot of fullness and volume to the hair, so I want to make sure I add one there. Okay, there's one done. And you guys told me in my last video that like all of you who have had tape-ins before, the people who apply them always use their straightener and like tap at the root just to like seal the tape together a little bit more. So I guess it's very common and a lot of people do it. I'm still not going to. I don't plan on wearing these tape-ins for as long as I had worn the other ones. So I'm not going to like really make sure that they're like stuck. So I'm not going to use the flat iron and smush them together at the top. I'm in love with my hair color. Can we talk about it? It's so beautiful, and I will be ruining it tomorrow. I'm gonna try and catty corner these. There we go. I just smoosh it on there. It's much easier the second time, I feel like, than the first time to do this. There's the second one. It's hard for me to talk while I'm like securing them at my roots. It takes like all my focus and concentration to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, there's the second one. And my hair's grown since the last time, so I really don't have to trim them as much as I had to last time, which is good. Ooh. Yes, this section's already so much thicker. Ooh, yes, check that out. All right, now we have to start applying them closer to my hairline. So I think I'm gonna do one right underneath this section. This literally takes all of my freaking concentration. The front ones are easy too. I'm probably gonna do the back ones off camera just because they're so much more difficult for me. Now I think I'm gonna add one like right here, and then we can do the other side and the backs. I am doing more this time than I did last time, just in the front. I'm gonna do the same amount in the back. Here's the last one that I just did on this side, and that is all for this side of my head. I'm gonna leave it here. Let's take down my hair and see how this looks. I can already tell it's way fuller, and obviously my hair is just blow dried. It's not straightened, so it's gonna look puffy right now. Here is this side of my head. It's so much thicker, oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this side and the back off camera, and then I'll come back so we can cut my hair together. It looks so much thicker though, especially once I cut this. Oh, the fullness, yes. Extensions are now installed, and look how much more full my hair is and how thick it is. So my hair ends right here, and the extensions obviously go far past that. I'm actually not going to cut a lot off. Like, I'm gonna trim them and make them a little bit more even, but I kind of want my hair to be a little bit longer, and since I added more extensions this time, it should blend in even better with my hair. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm not gonna cut off as much. I think I'm just going to cut like this much off, maybe like an inch. I just want my hair to be a little bit longer, and as long as it doesn't look super thin, I'm fine with keeping it a little longer. Oop, looks like I cut off more on this side, but it could be how I installed the extensions. I am gonna take just a little bit more off each side. I think I might go up to here, maybe take like half an inch to an inch more on each side. I should have on a cape right now. I'm trying to avoid getting hair all over myself, but it is what it is, I guess. I like that length. I'm happy with that. So now we just have to match it with this side. Okay, is that about right? My hair looks so pretty. It's so white and beautiful. I feel like that's good. Like I said, I wear it curly most of the time. Here is the finished length. Honestly, I have no idea what it looks like in the back. To be honest with you, I really don't care what it looks like in the back. Like, I'm just gonna keep splitting it in the back and bring it around front, so that way there's not any hair back there, and just keep it forward. And then when I wear it curly, like, you won't even be able to notice if it is off in the back. Yay! This is so good. This color, this cut, it looks so cute. I love it. And the extensions are super comfortable. You obviously can't see where they are in my hair at all. Wow. Yay, I'm so happy. New extensions. I'm only wearing these for a little while until I get my sew-in. So I'm gonna wear these for a little less than a month and then take these out and go and get my hair professionally done and get sew-in extensions. And my hair is gonna be a little bit longer than this. So I'm very excited. I feel good, I feel refreshed. I'm feeling cute. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. The link to that is in the description down below. I post way more of my everyday life on there. I will also leave the link to the extensions I used in the description down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I love you guys so much. And until next time, guys, stay weird. Goodbye.